Ladies and gentlemen, how do...
Hello, all you lovely people. As political tensions continue to simmer across the country, attention has once again focused on Reform UK leader Nigel Farage. Reports from his constituency of Clacton suggest that some local voters are growing increasingly weary of Mr. Farage's recent focus on alternative political narratives and conspiracy theories, amid ongoing questions regarding his commitment to local issues and his party's financial backing. Just like the frog-faced twat, if he wore a tinfoil hat, my brain cells are literally dying. Viewers, they are committing mass suicide inside my skull. Lemmings jumping off a cliff. Nigel Farage, the Toad of Toad Hall, the man who spent decades telling us he represents the common sense, no, nonsense British public. The man who finally won a seat in Clacton in 2024 by driving an armoured Land Rover up the seafront and promising the good people of Essex that he would be their voice, their champion, their standard bearer against the corrupt Westminster elite. And what is he doing now? Is he fixing the potholes in Clacton? Is he arguing for local investment? No. He's gone full, unadulterated Alex Jones tin foil hat. He's gone off the deep end into the murky waters of internet conspiracy theories and shock horror. The voters of Clacton are completely bloody sick of it. Well, those that don't have a permanent gammon complexion on their faces anyway. Imagine being a normal person living in a seaside town that has been economically hollowed out by decades of government neglect. You vote for the loud bloke off the telly because he promises change. And what do you get? You get a local MP who treats his job like an entry-level audition for InfoWars. He's out there spouting absolute bollocks online while his actual constituents are wondering why their local services are collapsing. Some of the people of Clacton are looking at him going, Nigel, mate, that's all well and good, but can you do something about the anti-social behaviour on the high street rather than ranting about the deep state on Twitter? It gets better, because Nigel doesn't just do conspiracy theories. He does high finance. Let's talk about his financial declarations, shall we? Because he isn't, that's for sure. It has emerged in the Parliamentary Register of Interests that Farage received a cool £270,000 from a gold marketing company. He's a brand ambassador for a firm that tells people to buy physical gold and stick it in their pension pots. 270 grand. That is his single biggest payment as MMP. He's making 400,000 a year as a second job, pushing gold bullion on daytime television viewers while his basic MP salary, paid by the taxpayer to represent Clacton, is just his side hustle. One constituent got more than 3,000 likes for a suggestion that MP stands for missing person. Farage is throwing a ball for dogs, and we are the dog. Old Froggy is even referred to as Nigel Mirage due to rarely being seen in Clacton. He's not an MP, he's a luxury shopping channel presenter who, on the very rare occasion, votes in the House of Commons. And then there's the big one, the absolute pinnacle of people versus the establishment. £5 million bung. Or, as Uncle Nige would have us believe, it was a gift. He accepted a £5 million donation from Christopher Harborne, a cryptocurrency billionaire. £5 million. But wait, it gets juicier than his favourite milkshake. The bankers got so worried about where this massive pile of money came from that they report it to the National Crime Agency over concerns it might be laundered. The chair of the Labour Party is demanding he come clean, and the political world is ablaze, and Nigel is acting like he's the victim of a deep state hit job. Infamy, they've all got it in for me, cries Nigel. 5 million quid in crypto wealth. Remember, everyone, he's just a normal bloke who likes a pint of bitter down the local pub, a man of the people. He's just like you and me, if you and me had shadow billionaires funding our entire lifestyle. Look at who he's hanging out with. his good mate George Cottrell, aka Posh George, a convicted fraudster, the guy who was routinely introduced as Farage's chief of staff despite the party frantically denying he has an official role. Never seen him before, honest gov. This bloke has been flying Nigel around to Abu Dhabi, putting him up in luxury accommodation, providing him with private security. But no, Reform UK is the party of the working man. It's the party of the left behind. It's the party of the ordinary bloke who's had enough of rich elites controlling the country. It is a farce, a beautiful, gilded, privatised Reform UK PLC farce. And now, because Westminster is buzzing with rumours that Nigel is getting weary and tired of actually having to do the boring work of being an MP and being scrutinised, asked the questions that every other prominent MP gets asked, what does he do? He drops a political bombshell which could turn out to be a bollock. He decides he's going to resign his seat in Clacton to trigger a by-election. He's resigning the seat he just won so he can immediately stand in the by-election he just caused, just so he can frame it as a people versus the establishment contest. He's wasting public money, causing administrative chaos and exhausting his own voters just to give his social media engagement a boost. He's turned an entire Essex constituency into a reality TV set for his own ego. Even Count Binface has had to cancel his holiday to Sigma 9 to come back and run against him, because the level of cosmic absurdity has reached intergalactic proportions. The people of Clacton are weary. The country is weary. Thought we were getting a populist revolution, and instead we got a multi-million-pound crypto-funded soap opera starring a bloke who sells gold coins to pensioners, does £90 a pop cameo videos supporting the IRA and neo-Nazi groups, claims that the world is run by lizard people even though he heavily resembles one himself. Reform UK has stated that they expect to secure an increased majority in the upcoming by-election. Please get me out of here. And if anyone offers to pay you in cryptocurrency or gold bullion to buy me a drink, tell them to bugger off. Let's hope that the 13th of August will be Clacton's Bindependence Day, where they get to take out the rubbish. Well, folks, if you enjoyed this video, then not only are you lovely people, but you also have great taste, and you should also subscribe to the Two Davies for news and politics from a very Scottish perspective, and that rantastic Mr. McGuinness. Cue growling cat.